Hey eBay, today I'm showing you a Sears and Roebuck portable cassette player. This is model 564.21102.350. This is going to be a vintage 80s cassette player, kind of in the vein of a Sony Walkman, but obviously not Sony branded. It's made by Sears. This will not record, it will only play. Your only output here is a headphone jack. This has a few unique features. I guess one of them would be this very long, about 1.5 feet long pleather strap that's attached to it. It also has a very large barrel plug for DC power, if you want to power it that way. And the most unique that I've ever seen is the volume knob is actually 2 volume knobs together. So it's like a volume knob and a balance knob in one. If you want the right channel to go higher, you can just turn the right. If you want the left channel to go higher, you can just turn the left. If you want them both to go up at the same time, turn them both at the same time, right? So let's go ahead and connect this to a set of speakers, and we will have a listen to the tape here real quick. So I was going to mention the physical condition last, but as you can see there, obviously it's not in great condition. Sometimes you have to help it eject like that. Does not have traditional tape guides, so you just kind of have to put the tape in there and rest it. And we'll play a little here. Make sure that the batteries are making good contact. Oh, and also it only has a fast forward, not a rewind. So if you want to rewind it, you'd have to flip it over and fast forward, and that would essentially rewind, and then flip it back over, and you'd be rewound a little bit. So as far as the physical condition goes, this is in okay condition, I guess, fair to okay. This battery pack, or the battery door, has a broken notch, so it does not stay on there. You can put a little piece of tape right there on the outside, or maybe like foam tape on the inside. It would probably stay pretty well. The battery compartment has a little bit of corrosion in it. Obviously you saw that it just worked, but it can be a little touchy at times. I've cleaned it up before I put these batteries in it, but there is a little bit of corrosion on the terminals. So, and also it does not show like any kind of diagram for the orientation of this pack, but it does only go in one way. If you try to put it in the other way, it won't work. It just won't play no matter how much you fiddle with it. It's because the polarization are reversed when you put it in the other way. So apart from that, obviously you can see the body does have scratches and scuffs on it. Pretty big one right there. A few smaller ones all around, particularly on the edges. Paint's chipping off. Almost probably 40 years old at this point, so not very surprising. But yeah, all of the functions seem to work well. I don't have a DC plug to test it with, so I haven't technically tested that, but it looks to be in good shape. I don't see why it wouldn't work. Everything else is working good, and I think that is about it. Thanks for looking, guys.